Hello everybody and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. My name is Dogbite and today we are cleaning Hansel and Gretel's Holiday Resort from the Shrek DLC. I figured that after we'd done vehicles and a building that we should actually try a little bit of both, which is actually on this level. So we have a text from Fiona saying, "Wash a lot, well met. I know everything that happened with Farquaad at the wedding wasn't ideal, but at least he finally got to be part of something much bigger." Huh. So this kind of ties in with the Shrek storyline. I've only done a couple of these levels, and this is the one that I'm up to, actually. We get a nice sword instead of our regular washer, and this is where Shrek and Fiona went on their honeymoon, which is quite interesting. Normally Shrek starts texting you throughout the whole thing. I don't know if he's actually gonna or not, but we will see. So you can see this is the honeymoon sort of like Airbnb that Hansel and Gretel have. And then they've got a nice sign and the carriage from the film that they arrived in with Donkey in the back saying, "Are we there yet?" You actually get an achievement for sitting in here for a certain amount of time. So you know, if you are playing along at home, then go ahead and feel free. It looks like we won't be getting any texts because typically the texts start as soon as you start washing. But yeah, I figured that something a little different. I've done this one before, but something a little different would be nice for folks. So yeah, that's what we're getting on with. It's ooh, there we go. Sorted. It's what is this one based on? This is like there's no modifications that you get for it. It's the Power Washer, the MacLeod. I don't know if it's based on like the strongest one or not, but I don't think it is. But it's pretty simple, same as every other Power Washer, and it just does. It does pretty fine. Like the thing about the DLCs is that they give you different like washers, like the MacLeod one. Like the Warhammer one gives you a Warhammer themed one. The Alice in Wonderland one doesn't, I don't think, but like neither does the Back to the Future one, as far as I can remember. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ones, and they give you, sometimes they'll give you like an actual new washer, and sometimes they won't. You can't use it outside of the DLC, you can't use it in the regular game, but it's pretty cool when they do actually give them to you. I just don't remember them actually doing it. It's weird that they just have a regular door on one side and then a drop down door on the other. What's the point? I don't understand. Anyway, I only just really noticed it. But yeah, they had the I can't remember the name of it, but in the Warhammer one they have like a steampunk style, like Warhammer themed washer that they give you. And again, you can't use them in the regular game. They aren't entirely that powerful, I don't think. I don't think they're as strong as the Prime Vista Pro, but they are fairly decent. Like they never outmatch you with the grind that you've got. Like it's never going to hit a point where I can't just clean things in the Shrek DLC. It's never going to hit a point where I can't just do this like I'm doing it with this washer. I mean, it might get a little tougher towards the end, but like it's nothing really. Cool. Let me just get this under this wheel here. These are really annoying wheels, actually. Whoops. There we go. There's one. Is that the first ding I've had? Is that actually the first ding I've had? Oh no, I've had 3 dings. I've got the door handle, the windowsill, the just married sign. Is that it? Oh man. I thought I'd have more by now. There's even something that says 0% on there, which is kind of annoying because when you haven't started something it just doesn't give you a percentage. And then it means that I've hit it with the water somehow and still not managed to do even 1% worth of cleaning on it, which is it's just annoying. Oh well. For some reason, going through my head right now is Lowrider by War, and I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure it's not in Shrek. Like, Shrek is Funky Town, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, the one going through my head is the I don't know why. But we will see, I suppose. Maybe it is in Shrek, I can't remember. Oh my god, I've just been reminded of Shrek 5, and it looks horrible. Excellent. I'm so glad I was reminded of that. Oh well. Yeah, the new Shrek designs, like, I'm no graphic designer, and personally I don't particularly care, although I don't see why they felt the need to redesign it. Like, it was already pretty good design, and it's by far one of the best animated films. Like, they've all held up so far, you know? There's no need to change it. Like, who are you changing it for? Are you changing it so that people will get annoyed online? Like, I still believe that's what they did with the Sonic movie. There's no way they actually thought that that looked good at all before they changed it, and I think they had the change, like, design in the back pocket the whole time, and then they were just like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get people unbelievably angry about this so that everybody sees it, and then we're gonna give the people what they want so that they think that we're cool, and so that, so that, you know, they talk about it even more. Like, I'm pretty sure that's all they did. It was just marketing, and, like, that's the best way to, unfortunately, market to people nowadays, is, like, TV adverts don't work anymore because nobody watches TV, and the only TV adverts that do work are the ones that people don't want to watch and pay to stop watching, because, you know, rent finding is a bitch, and, then you get, like, a bunch of people angry online, and then all of a sudden everybody knows about it. So, yeah, that's just the marketing of today, which sucks, you know. Making people angry online shouldn't... Playing with people's emotions is how advertising works, and it shouldn't be, but it is. But, like, you know, making someone want something is one thing, but, like, just rage baiting people into knowing that your movie exists is another. It's like... If they'd have kept the design the same, that's the thing. Like, I like the Shrek films. They're great films. The 1 is great, 2 is, I believe, one of the best ones. 3's okay. Nobody really knows about 3, I don't think. That's the one with King Arthur in it. Or, well, Prince Arthur, whatever. 4 is alright. I do still prefer the first 2, though. But you could have got away with, you know, just keeping it the same, because I'm gonna go watch 5, you know? Like, provided that the design is, you know, changed to the same, I suppose. I don't know. I don't particularly care about it, but I would have gone and watched it whether you'd kept the design or not. It's just that I would be more likely to enjoy it if it was the same as the other ones, because, I don't know, it's then the same. It's weird, like, I had the same thing with the Avengers TV series. It was like Avengers Assemble, the animated TV series that was on, like, Cartoon Network or Disney XD, whatever the fuck. That and Ultimate Spider-Man had the same animation style through all of it, and even to the point where they had the crossover, it was all the same animation style. And then, for the last season of Avengers, they changed the animation style, and it looked like fucking terrible shit. And it was purely a budget cut, I think, but, like, it just looked horrible, and it was not good at all. I'm pretty sure I was stood on top of that thing at one point when I did this level before, but whatever. And I just couldn't get behind it. Like, I had to stop watching, which sucked because I really enjoyed that show when I was younger. I must have been, like, what, 17, 16, something, when I was watching it again. And, like, because I'd watched it when I was a teenager, like 14, 15, and then I was like, yeah, I'd like to watch it, because there is like an overarching story in it. Same as like Adventure Time, there is like an overarching untold story. And over here, Adventure Time was never shown in series order. It was just shown like random episodes, which sucked. So I never actually got to follow the story, and then I had to go online and try and follow it, and I never got around to doing that either, like all the way through, because I had to go to like Kiss Cartoon or whatever the fuck, and you know, like I couldn't. There was nowhere online that I could just pay for it, and it was, you know, it was just annoying. And I never got through to watching that all the way through. I just got through like the first season, maybe 2 seasons, and you know, I would seriously love to, because like Adventure Time was a big thing for me. I loved Adventure Time when I was a kid, and it was like a huge like escapism sort of thing, I guess, for me. But there we go. Oh, it's not Hansel and Gretel's, it's just Hansel's Honeymoon Hideaway. Okay. Okay, right, no, I'm not getting up. There we go. There we go, that's better. Scaffolding is better than whatever the fuck I was doing before. I'll just leave that there for now while I clean the walls, because otherwise it gets in the way. But yeah, they changed the Avengers animation style, and I get that it was for a budget, but it did suck, and I couldn't finish it. And again, oh well, I suppose, but it's not great. Especially because like it probably had a decent story. If it was the same writers, it probably did have a decent story, because like the initial episodes of that show, like the Avengers Assemble, was pretty good. And I enjoyed it as a kid. But you know, that's just me. We're gonna get a lot of dings now because of these jelly bean things. They just ding a lot. So sorry if it gets a little annoying, but I think it's pretty cool. Look at that. Even to the point where the the list of things that pops up in the top corner just above me even reaches below me on the screen. Hey. Cool. Alright, let's have a look at getting the rest of this done. Yeah, the whole Shrek 5 thing, or the Sonic thing rather, I think that's what they did. They genuinely were never going to go with that design, and then they made a load of people angry online, and then they used that as just like marketing, you know. It was like, yeah, don't worry guys, we fixed it, because like there's no way that anybody saw that initial Sonic thing and thought it was good, surely. And if you did, and you end up seeing this, and if you worked on it and you did think it was good, and you end up seeing this and you're thinking, well, I thought it was good, you should be shot. So, you know, like, no, I'm kidding. It's like, it wasn't. That's the thing. It just wasn't that good. But they changed it, and the Sonic films have been great, you know. Again, I'm talking a lot about like children's media, but that's because like that's what these are. But unfortunately, I was a child when these things were, you know, around. So there's something that has stuck with me since I was a child, as with most people, because Sonic is older than me, I'm pretty sure. But like, yeah, it just is a thing. People know about this stuff, and people like this stuff, and if you're gonna make a film that is essentially nostalgia bait, you need to feed the nostalgia. You can't not do it. Like, in this world of like sequel, because nobody can think of anything other than, oh, that film was good, sequel it. Like, you know, fucking Gladiator 2. I haven't watched that shit, but like, even from the advert for it, I was just like, nah, that looks like fucking shit. The first Gladiator, awesome film. Great. Very well put together. Very well done. great acting, great fucking story, all sorts of shit. The second one, they were just like, hey, yeah, we have this, like, really famous name. Let's use that, and then not have anything to do with it apart from a loose story tie-in. We'll go with the loose story tie-in, and then we'll have nothing to do with the original film. And then we'll be able to say that it's a sequel, because it's got the loose story tie-in, and then we can use everybody's really, really good memories of the first one to, you know, promote this in people's minds. And it's like, no, don't do that, because now the first one is tainted. Like, yes, the first one is still an amazing film, and you don't need to, like, it still exists, you know, nobody stops it from existing, all of that shit, whatever. I know all of these arguments where people are like, oh yeah, well, it didn't stop me liking the first one, does it? No, it doesn't, but it does mean that if they bring out a third one that's actually good, I now have to watch the second one. Whereas, if they brought out a second one that was actually good, then it wouldn't matter, would it? Because, like, and again, I haven't seen Gladiator 2, but just from the principle of, like, I've seen the trailer for it, and it's like that stupid fucking boat battle and shit. It just, like, you have nothing to do with the first film, as far as I can tell, apart from loose story tie-in, which is what all of this shit fucking is nowadays. All of it. Like, Shrek, I don't know what story they're gonna go with for the new Shrek, but, like, it ended pretty well on, like, 2, to be honest. It ended pretty well on Forever After. You know? Like, it doesn't need much more. And people want, if you want, like I said, you have to feed the nostalgia of that. If you want people to think of Shrek 5 in the same way that they think of, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to allow them to fit that together. You have to feed, like, oh, it looks the same, therefore it is the same. You need to do that, because otherwise people are going to be like, well, they're going to react the way that they have, where, you know, they're going to be like, well, what the fuck is this, you know? At least that's what I think, anyway. I might just be talking out my arse, same as always, but it's what I think. I think that if you're going to do it, you might as well do it in a way that looks right, as well as, like, because, again, back to Sonic, people know what Sonic looks like. Sonic has always looked that way. Sonic has never looked like whatever the fuck that was. So why would they bother designing it like that? Why would they ever think that was going to be okay? Which is why I think, you know, it was completely just rage bait. Because, you know, it's obviously, like, there's no way. Like, Sonic has never looked this way. Let's make him look like that for the film. You know, like, since his release in whenever the fuck, like, he's never looked this way. Now, let's bring in a new generation of fans by making him look way different than he ever has in this version of the medium. Like, no, that's not how that works at all. It's dumb. And, like, this is why I believe that they didn't do that. Like, this is why I believe it was just rage bait. Because, like, there's no way. There's no way any sane person is going to be like, yeah, do it. Let's make him, let's redesign Sonic at the movie stage, you know. Not at the 10,000th Sonic game stage, but at the movie stage. Like, fucking so dumb. Like, it is, it's just dumb. I'm gonna stop talking about this stuff because I've kind of talked myself in a circle with it. But, I think, what the fuck was Shrek actually texting about? I'm trying to remember, actually. I've been trying to remember this whole time whilst I've been talking about that stuff. But, like, Shrek talks about, like, boiling a frog and it exploding or something against the wall whilst they were out here one night. I don't know. It's weird without the texts, because, like, normally the text will come through the first one you get when you start playing. So as soon as you go like that, it gives you this first round as text. And then the second set you get at 20%, and then you get a set at 40%, and then you get a set at 60, maybe 80, and then you get the final text at the end when you finish the level. But yeah, it's there we go. I mean, I've only got 10 minutes left of this, so I might have to just go along with this episode, I don't know. But yeah, you would typically get the final text at that juncture of like each percentage level. So I would have had 2 by now because I'm on 48%. It's mad that I'm only halfway through this. That's fucking crazy. It is really putting into perspective, like now that I have a clock on my screen, it's really putting into perspective how much time I have actually sunk into this game. And it's quite a lot, huh? Especially considering that there are some levels where I was just like, yeah, this is taking fucking forever, and like I haven't felt that at all at this point. So I know for a fact I've definitely sat for a good few hours sometimes playing this. Wow, that's pretty crazy actually. But in the interest of your time, and not just mine, I'm going to continue with this level, and I'm going to just sort of speed up a little bit. Because there are 10 minutes left on this episode, or thereabouts. And I don't know if I'm going to get this done in 10 minutes. I mean, I could if I just like fully speed do it, but like, whatever. I'd rather just sort of chill. I mean, I haven't even started on the roof yet. I've just been doing walls and windows and such. And also, like, I'm doing it kind of improperly, as I always do. Because I just haven't been bothering with, like, the scaffolding and stuff. And I probably should, to be honest, but whatever. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have all day. And neither does anybody else who's here. So, yeah, I'm just going to sort of carry on from here. If it speeds up, you'll know that... In fact, no, I'm not gonna if it, because I'll keep talking and then I'll just sort of break through all the speed and it'll sound weird. So, yeah, I'm going to speed up, and then when it gets towards the end, I will go ahead and get back to regular speed. And we will see how this gingerbread house looks as we are done. It's not giving me the little dirt types thing I've just noticed, which is interesting. I wonder if they just haven't added that for this, because it's still turned on. I didn't turn it off since the last episode. Or maybe it's only story mode where that happens. I don't know. We'll see. I also find it really funny as well, the concept of this game where there's, like, someone has made all of these beautiful 3D models, like, great, like, in detail, like, in-depth models of, like, your favorite films and stuff like that, just for it to be smattered with dirt. It's just kind of funny to me. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead, speed up now, and I wonder why it's number 2. The chocolate door. I'm not going to say that again. I'm going to speed up now. I should have sped up instead of having that thought. That's what I should have done. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, yeah, there we go. So I'm just looking for the last one of these meringues, which has a little stuff on it. There we go. Nice, and that is the job complete. And also, it is the end of this episode. This one took me about an hour to do, I think, something like that. No, about 45 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. So, yeah. This one's a pretty good one so far. I like the detail on this one, I really do. It's a little bit of a pain with like all of the little tiny bits, but it's a lot of good things with that. The cart's a pain, but I don't mind that so much. And we get the nice clean Hansel's Honeymoon Hideaway. And I get to take a nice little screenshot of it as well for the thumbnail. Which I will do now. So, thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. This one did run on a little, but hopefully it won't seem like it's gone on too long. With A, me talking a load of bollocks, and B, me speeding up the video. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will be back next week with something. I don't know if it's going to be more PowerWash or not, but it's going to be something. So I hope you're looking forward to that. I certainly am. Don't know what it's going to be. Looking forward to it though. It's going to be great. Thank you everybody very much for watching. Go ahead, leave a like on this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know why you liked it. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you want to catch more of this. Until next time though, whatever it is next time, I've been Dogbite, and I will see you guys then. Goodbye.